All right, good morning. My name's Stephanie, and we are at Brain Training for Parkinson's. Today, we need a ball of some sort. The letter ball works great. This sun is a little abrasive. I'll fix that in a second. And a pen or a pencil to do some eye tracking drills. You can also use the tip of your finger, but sometimes it's nice to have the external sort of thing to look at that's not part of your body. And then some floor space to move around on. The last class that we did, which was the first class in December, the theme for December is sort of reaction time, getting our brain moving quicker. That was sort of the inspired by conversations about feeling sluggish this time of year, or we just want to sort of sit and be cozy and not really do a lot of movement. So the classes this week and next week are going to be off of the theme of kind of getting up and moving around, quite active, okay, and responding to different different cues that I'm giving you in a quick way. We're going to start with your letter ball, so grab your ball if you haven't already, and we're going to start playing, just warming up our brain and our hand-eye coordination and our eyes with the letter ball. If you know the Letterball game, go ahead and get started on it. And if you don't know the Letterball game, I'm going to explain it all right now. All right, and we're going to do this for 2 to 3 minutes. So with the Letterball game, you're just going to throw the ball up to yourself and catch the ball. Make sure that you're tracking the ball as it's moving through space. That's really important, that your eyes track the ball as it's moving through space. And the more sort of crazy and chaotic the tosses are, the better. So instead of just having it land in a very predictable place every time, I want you to throw it off to the side. Maybe it makes you lunge to catch the ball. If you have a partner, this is a great thing to do with a partner or a grandchild or son or daughter or whoever, maybe away from class. You can also bounce the ball off the wall. All right. And that's a nice, oh, you can't see that. That's a nice way to create that sort of unpredictability of where the ball is going to land. Okay. So go ahead and work through that a few more times, maybe another minute or so. If you do have a letter ball, you're using the letters or numbers on your ball, you can say the first word that comes to mind of the letter that you see. So I got a W, so I'm going to say water. Mother. And I'm not going to say my words anymore because that's distracting for you. Good. Try to catch the ball with both hands. That helps with the right-left brain congruency, getting both hands to participate. Nice. Good. Throw that ball around. Make it unpredictable. Make yourself lunge for it. Very good. We're going to go for 5 more tosses. 4 more tosses. 2 more. And last one. Nice work. All right. Seated, standing, or seated, standing, or kneeling, if you would like. I'm going to take you through your brain speeds poster here, your reaction time. If I say right, you are going to tug your right ear. If I say left, you're going to tug your left ear. And if I say center, you're going to touch your nose. Okay, so ears, right, left, and if it's center in the nose, pretty easy to remember, yeah? Okay, we're going to go quick, see how quickly you can hear the cue and respond to the cue appropriately. All right, center, right, right, center, left, right, left, right, center, left, center, right, right, center, right, left, center, left, right, left, right, center, center, left, right. Nice job. Walk around the room or march in place, either seated or standing, march in place or walk around the room. Very nice. And then grab your ball again. And It looks like everyone, at least that has a camera view on, is standing. So David, go ahead and stay standing. We're going to stand in a split stance position here. If you know yourself to need to be near a wall or something to use for your balance, please make sure that you're doing that for yourself. Okay. So some sort of split stance. Okay. So offset stance. The wider the stance, the more stable you're going to be. The more narrow your stance, the more your balance is challenged. Okay, so use that information according to what you need. If you need more balance challenge, narrow your stance. If you need more stability, go wider. Okay, we're gonna have the ball. So if your right foot, sorry, let's do, you're the same as thing. So left foot is gonna be a little bit forward of the right foot, and the ball is gonna be in your right hand. Okay, we're gonna take that ball over towards your left foot and then back up on the left quadrant. Okay, this is kind of like your big program. All right, if you are able to palm your ball with one hand. So we're gonna go down and up. Good, like a full body disco, right? Good. Down and up. Now, if you're more narrow, right, you're gonna be hinging forward like you're picking something off the ground. Okay, touch the foot and then bring it all the way up. Touch the foot, bring it all the way up. Nice job. Good. And let's have you pick something in front of you that you're going to lock your eyes onto. So it can be the computer screen. It could be something on your bookshelf. So you're moving your body as your eyes are locked in on a certain place. This is similar to what we do where we lock our eye gaze and move our head, right? This is just another version of that. Let's do one more time. That was about 20. Big reach. Good. Switch to the other side. So split stance. Remember, wider base is more stable. Narrower is a little bit more challenging balance-wise, up in the upper quadrant. And we're going to touch and go. Keep your eyes locked on something in front of you. Good. And again, make sure that you're staying safe. If you need to do this while standing, maybe in front of a couch, so you have something to plop into if you lose balance. Nice. Eyes are forward. Even when you're coming down, eyes are forward. Yep. There you go. 10 more, please. 10, 9, 8, touch the foot, 7, 6, maybe even getting your heart rate up, 5, 4, that's it, William. 3, 2, last one. You got it. Nice job. Letterball game. Go ahead and pass it to yourself. If you need new ideas to challenge yourself in the letterball game, it's getting too easy. You're kind of like, Steph, what's the deal with this one? I don't get it. Use the wall. So find a wall in your house that you can bounce the ball off of. I promise you it will change the experience. Okay, it'll up level the experience. If you do not have a wall to bounce off of, you are going to close your eyes, throw the ball up, open your eyes, and catch the ball. Okay, close your eyes when you throw the ball, open them up pretty immediately, and then catch the ball with your eyes open, obviously. All right, that's just going to change your experience a little bit, up level your experience if you've been doing letterball for some time now. Go ahead and work through that for another minute or two. Let's go 2 more minutes. And I'm going to just peek at the cameras and see if I can help some of you increase this challenge a little bit. Good. So close your eyes when you're throwing the ball and then open it when you release. There you go. That was good, Sally. All over the place, right? We want crazy ball movement, so we have a little less predictability. Yeah, nice. Good. Ronald, I love it. If you're not dropping the ball, you're not pushing yourself hard enough, right? You got to fail sometimes. That's how you know you're hitting your edge. Good. Let's do 5 more tosses. Nice. Good. And nice. Last one. Bring it back to your center. All right. We're going to do ear touches and nose touches again. Here's the kicker. When I say left, you're going to touch your right ear. If I say right, you're going to touch your left ear. And if I say center, you'll still touch your nose. Okay? So it's opposite of what I say. Are we ready? I don't know if I'm ready. Here we go. Left. Nice. Right. Center. Center. Left. Right. Right. Center. Right. Left. Center. Left. Left. Center. Right. Center. Left. Right. Left. Right. Center. Left. Left. Center. Nice. Walk around the room, take a lap, or march in place. Good. All right, grab your ball when you're ready. We're going to do another sort of kind of agility balance, something or other here. Good. So right here, you're going to have the ball in the right hand and your feet are going to start parallel to one another. You can do this seated also. This one you can do seated, okay? Just make sure you have some space in front. You're going to step the left foot forward and punch the ball forward. Good. Be aware that when you come back, you may have some momentum coming backwards. So if you want to do this against a wall or again with a couch behind you, if you know yourself to have the shuffles, okay? Here we go. We're going to step forward and punch and then come back. Step forward and punch and step back. Yeah, good. All right. So everyone here, we're going to say words that start with the letter A every time you punch forward. All right. I can't hear you, obviously. You say them out loud, and I'm not going to give you the answers. Every time you step forward, there's got to be a letter, a word already in your brain that starts with the letter A. Yep. Stay on the tempo. Out and in. Yep. 2 more. Out and in. Good. And out and in. Nice job. Shake it for a moment. Same thing, other side. Ball in the left hand. We're going to step forward with the right leg. And we're going to say words that start with the letter D. Here we go. Out and in. And out and in. Good. Out. Every time you step forward, there needs to be a word that's coming out of your mouth. Out and in. Who can get most creative? This is like Scrabble for Parkinson's, right? Here we go. And in. Or categories. Let's go. 3. 2. Yep. Last one. Nice work and release. All right. Letterball again. Round 3 this time. We're going to go ahead and play letterball for 2 to 3 minutes. Start to challenge yourself a little bit using some of those up level challenges, either against the wall or closing your eyes, or you can close your eyes while you bounce the ball off the wall. So you will close your eyes when you throw the ball. When you hear the ball hit the wall, that's when you can open your eyes. Okay, that would be your next up level challenge for anyone that has a wall that they're using. All right, go ahead. Good. And make sure you're tracking that ball with your eyes. It's all about being able to, keep your eyes moving, smooth pursuit on that ball, being able to track it all the way from the wall into your hands. Especially when it comes to your hands, get that the accommodation of having your eyes come and have to read something that's close up to your face. Good. And Leslie, I want you to kind of throw it side to side so you have to lunge a little bit. There you go. Yeah. Yeah, that's what I mean. Like let those tosses get a little chaotic, a little wild. Nice, Alana. I love it. Good. Huh? That was good. Okay, 3 more tosses. Good. And then come back to the center. We're going to do the ear touches and the nose touches one more time through. So seated, standing, or kneeling, however you want to position yourself. This time, the directions are going to be corresponding to the word. So this would be the left ear. So left side, left ear, right side, right ear, center on the nose. I'm going to give you 3 commands in a row that you'll have to memorize sort of the sequence, and then we'll go on. So it'll be a little game of memory. We did this last week. All right. Here we go. Center, right, right. Good. Center, left, right. Yeah. Left, right, center. Left, right, center. Right, center, right. Left, center, right. Left, right, center. Center, left, right. Good. And walk around the road. David, I liked your ambidextrous thing here. That was good. That was smart. Good. Walk around the room. Nice. Grab your ball. Oop. All right. So we're just going to hold the ball in front of our chest for this next one. Go ahead and squat down to bring the ball down towards the floor. Okay. This is called a sumo squat when you have the legs super, super wide and the feet angled out a little bit. So we're getting our booty down, but keeping the chest up. Good. And then we're going to punch that ball up towards the ceiling. Think like rocket ship, like you're blasting off. Yep. Down, tap the floor or get close to it, and then up towards the ceiling. Now, with this level change of going quick, like up and down, you could get a little dizzy. So just be mindful. If you keep your eye gaze on something in front of you, it will help you. Good. Tap down, tap up. Good. And you decide how quickly you want to go. If you want to get some metabolic, some agility, go quickly. And I love that. Adam's adding a hop at the top. I love that addition. If you want to make it athletic, you can turn it into a jump squat. I'm not ready for that today. Yep. And we're going to go for 5 more seconds, 4 more seconds, 3, 2, and 1. Nice work. And release. Walk around the room, shake it out. Nice job. How are we doing? Yeah, good. All right, letterball again. This will be your last letterball set of the day with me anyways. Go ahead and start playing your letterball game. Picking any one of those options. Again, eyes closed, against the wall, eyes closed and against the wall. Your last up level. Oh, the last thing I want to say is actually real quick. Let's pause for a second, because I didn't mention this at the beginning. And for some of us that have been doing this for a while, maybe we forget. The point of the ball tossing is smooth pursuit. So as the ball is leaving, you're to be able to track the ball. The ball is far away from you. As the ball comes close to you, it's called accommodation, where your eyes converge onto something as it comes closer to you, and they converge well enough to be able to read something on the ball. Okay. So the whole point is that you can smooth pursuit, something moving through space, and your eyes converge as it comes into your hands. Okay. Make sure that you're saying a letter or a number that you see on the ball every single time you catch. Okay. Here we go. Let's play. D. D. I'm not going to say my letters out loud. That's confusing. There you go. Really track that ball as it moves away from you and towards you. Or if you have your eyes closed, obviously it's going to be more like while the ball's coming towards you. Yeah, I love it. Good. And as you're working for that as well, you may notice that you catch the ball and then you pull it into your field of vision to read the ball. Try to read the ball as, wherever it comes into your hands, like freeze frame there, and then take your eyes to where that point is. So if I catch the ball over here, I'm going to move my eyes to that location. Good. Okay, 3 more tosses. And then bring it back to your center. There's a pattern to the sequence, right? We do letterball, we do a memory, and then we do some sort of agility. All right, I'm going to give you five commands in a row. Okay, so we went from 3 commands to 5. They're going to be the same as last time. Ear, center, corresponding sides to the word. You ready? 5 in a row. You are all rock stars. This would be really hard for anyone. All right. Left, right, center, center, left. Good. Right, center, right, left, center. Good, nice. Left, center, right, center, left. Left, right, center, left, left. Cool. Center, right, left, center, left. Good. And one more time here. Right, left, center, right, center. Nice job. And then walk around the room. Maybe grab your ball. Y'all are good at that. Nice work. All right, go ahead and grab your ball here. We're going to do a little bit more of that agility training. So let's take both hands on the ball and get in a nice wide stance with the feet relatively pointed forward. We're going to go up on the upper right quadrant. I know my ball disappeared. And then we're going to come down on to the foot on this side. This time, so last time the first time we did this, you were in a split stance. Now you're in just a wide stance. So we go up on the upper quadrant and then down on the lower quadrant. Now, here's the deal. If you want to make it more athletic, you're going to turn that more into a lunge where you keep your chest up, but put your booty down. All right. Up and down through. Good. If you want to make it really athletic, you'll come into almost a single leg balance and then lunge out. Okay. I know I have some overachievers in the group. Yeah. Good. Eyes are forward. If you look at that ball, it might make you a little dizzy. And I want you to keep your balance. So either looking at the screen or look at an object. We'll go 2 more. Yep. Last one. Perfect. Switch to the other side. And as you're doing these drills, I could cue you, okay, make your movement as big as possible. I should be doing that. I want you to keep in mind all your skills that you've learned from your big program too. So we go up on the upper quadrant. Oops, we're wide base to start. Upper quadrant, down on the lower quadrant. Good. You decide how athletic you want that to be or how metabolic even. Good. If you want to take it in, you'd step together and then step out. Yeah. Nice. Eyes forward to stay balanced. Wow, what an athletic bunch. I love it. Great job, everyone. Good. 4 more. 3, 2, and last one. Awesome. Nice work. Walk around the room. You can put your ball off to the side. We are going to come down onto the floor for the next bit. So go ahead and start making your way down. Nice work, everyone. Have my poster nearby. All right, whenever you're ready, come onto your back and have your knees bent with your feet flat on the ground. As people are making their way down, you can, if you're already down, you can start rolling your knees right and left for some rotation in your low back and rotation in the hip joint. Good, good. If you have the shoulder mobility, I would like you to put your hands either on your forehead, so sort of up, or behind your head, whichever one works for you. So either on your forehead or on your behind your head. Good, letting your knees twist from right to left. Okay, 2 more here. Good, good. And then center up your knees so that your feet are flat on the ground. Let me just double check everyone's down. Everyone's good to go. Awesome. All right, so feet are flat, knees are facing the ceiling. Right here, we're gonna articulate our spine into a bridge. So tucking the tail, press your low back down into the floor. Roll your spine up off the ground, 1 vertebrae at a time, starting at the low spot of your spine and rolling up towards the upper back. Now, when you get to the top here, you're going to be standing a little bit more on your shoulders. Yep. And then articulate your spine coming down towards the mat, starting at the top and going vertebrae by vertebrae as you roll down to the ground. Good. At the very bottom, I want you to arch your back off the mat so you get that extreme, kind of like the other extreme from the imprinted spine. I have a fly. Here we go. Tuck the tail, peel on up. All the way up to that high bridge, standing on top of your shoulders. And then articulate down nice and slow. Soften in your ribs and roll down. Should feel really nice. Yeah, should feel really good. We'll do that one more time. Tuck and peel. Press your low back down to roll on up. And then roll on down. Beautiful. Nice job. All right, right here, we're going to take that left knee. Let your left knee drape out to the side, and you're even going to roll sort of on the side of the edge of the foot. Slide your foot out straight. Hopefully you have some space there. I'm running out of space. Rotate the foot towards the ceiling and then pull the heel in towards the start position. All right, we're going to do the same thing on the same side in case we missed that. So you're going to go draping the knee out to the side. Slide the foot out long on the mat so your leg goes straight. Rotate your toes and your thigh back towards the ceiling because they may have draped out to the side. And then drag your heel to come back to the start point. Yep. Drape the knee out to the side, slide it out. Roll the thigh towards the ceiling and then pull back in. Rotate out to the side, slide, rotate up and pull. Good. The point of this exercise is to get the femur, your thigh bone, your femur, to roll in its sockets. Okay, so if you have tight hips, this is a great one. Well, this is a good one for anyone. Let's just say that. Yeah, good. Let's do the other side. I'm gonna let the right leg drape out to the side, slide the foot out straight on the mat, rotate the toes and the thigh towards the ceiling, and then drag the heel in. I think by now we understand the assignment, yeah? Good. Let the foot roll, reach, center, and up. Nice. 2 more. Good. And last one. Perfect. Roll over to your side, please. And then push off the floor to bring yourself into an upright seated position. I'm going to take off my socks because they're coming off. And we're going to sit in a side sit position here where you have your legs casted off to the side. Okay. We practice this quite a bit in the November series. If you need a little bit more space for yourself, you can sit on a pillow underneath your hips. So if this feels really unobtainable right here, sit on a pillow underneath your hips. Okay. Or you can even bring your hand a little further out. So you're sort of sitting of this sort. Yeah. This asks for a lot of hip mobility. So if this is challenging for you, then those leg rolls are going to be really good for you. Okay. Right here, we're going to reach ourselves up. See if you can get up a little bit higher. If that's not too bad for you, we're going to grab onto the shin over on this left side and come into a side stretch here. Good. Try to keep your chest lifted and up. We're going to take our eyes up to our hand, which brings our eyeballs to the top part of our eyeball sockets, right? We know that to be a good thing. And then go ahead and bring yourself down And we'll side stretch in the opposite direction. And again, you're going to take your eyes up to the hand. And you're like, hey, my hand is way up here. That's awesome. Side stretch over the top. Take your eyeballs to your hand. And then look forward as you switch, eyeballs to your hand over on this side. Yeah. Up and over, eyeballs to your hand. Up and over, eyeballs to your hand. Good, nice work. We're going to switch to the other side, okay? So either no hands, switch the legs around, or if you need to use a little bit of hand, go ahead and do that. You might walk your legs around. Go ahead and get yourself settled here. Again, if you need to put a pillow underneath your hips, put a pillow underneath your hips. We good? Okay. All right. So we're going to walk our hand in as far as we can. If you're feeling good with that, grab onto the shin and pull yourself over into side stretch. Very nice. Expose all these ribs open. Eyeballs come up to your hand. Cartwheel over with that arm. Place it on the floor. Lift up and over. Eyeballs come up to the free hand. So whichever hand is reaching. Yeah, nice. Good. Helps us with neck mobility. Yeah. Up and over. And look. Go ahead and just oscillate from right to left. Getting both side bending in your spine. So this lateral sort of, side bending, lateral flexion. We get overhead shoulder mobility. We get eyeball movement, all this good stuff combined for helping us get extension in the body. One more time here. Very nice. We're going to come from this side sit position and come into a quadruped. So reaching forward and bringing the hips up. Don't get too comfortable. We're going to sit right back down. Good. Look, no hands. Transition into quadruped. We practiced this a little bit in November, right? Floor agility. Good. Transitioning. Push down through your knees and reach with this arm to help you come on up. Good. And you can push off this back hand too. Okay, a couple more here. Some of you are still figuring it out. This is a new thing for some of you. So if this is not a new thing, go ahead and start moving through that. Just a little quicker, a little bit more agile. Good. Yeah, let's do one more and then come into full hands and knees and let's stay there. Good. And I'm completely aware that we cannot do that on the other side. It's okay. We'll be okay. I'm going to just tuck in my shirt so I don't look pregnant. Here we go. We're going to go cat-cow. Carrie's like, yeah. All right, so we're going to go cat-cow. Tuck your tail first, round through your spine, push through your hands, let your head drop so that you're looking in between your thighs. There you go. Release your tail out and slink your spine down so that the sternum drops down between your thumbs, towards your thumbs. Eyes come up last. Tuck the tail round through your spine, push the ground away with the heel of your hand. Good. Eyes come in. Release the tail and come on out. Beautiful. I love this one. Tuck and roll. Always initiating from your pelvis, from your hip bones, from the base of your spine, and letting that movement dictate what happens to the rest of your spine, including your neck and your head. Tuck and peel. Yep. And release and roll. Nice job. One more time here. Tuck and peel. And release. Awesome. Nice job. We're going to come either back onto your heels for a low kneeling position. This may be really tight for some of you. So if that doesn't feel good, come into a high kneeling position. You can just stay with the hips extended. All right. We're going to roll the wrists a little bit because we are going to be doing some work in quadruped or 4-point, whatever you want to call it, all fours, hands and knees. That's all the same thing. So let's roll the wrists out a little bit. Switch the direction. Good. And then interlace your fingers. And kind of a quick way to stretch the webbing. I just want you to sort of put some pressure inward this way and then twist a little bit. In the past, we've done each individual webbing kind of in its own, but now we're just going to do like a quick webbing stretch here. Good, everyone. Nice. And then make sure you get your thumbs too. Good. And then quick thenar stretch, just give your thumb, put your thumb on the thenar, just like the meaty part of your thumb on the palm, and just push out. Yeah. I was painting my studio all weekend. Oh my gosh, my hand, if anyone's done a big painting job, I'm sure you have in the past at some point. My gosh, my hand was so tight. Good. And then we'll switch to the other side. So pushing the meaty part of your thumb out, creating space in your palm. Because when you're in your upper body loaded position, so quadruped, when you're loading, putting weight through your upper body, you want to make sure that your that your hands have sort of the same arch support that you would have in your feet, right? You think you know when you hear like arch supports for your feet, we want that same thing happening in your hand when you're putting weight through it. So that's making that space for that to happen. All right, let's come back down onto hands and knees. And hopefully that feels just a little bit better on your wrists. Okay. Right here, we're going to come back to that brain speed sort of reaction game. So I'm going to say right hand, or I'm going to say right, left, center again. And the corresponding movements are so. If I say right, you're going to take your right hand and tap your left shoulder. If I say left, your left hand will tap the opposite shoulder. And if I say center, you're going to shift the hips back. Okay, and then come back forward over your wrists. As you're working through the exercise, you may be so focused on getting the commands right, which is a good thing. I want you to be focused on that, but make sure that you're keeping your weight still forward in your hands. It may be tempting to shift back out of your hands, right? Because your legs might be stronger than your arms. Okay, are we ready? Here we go. Center, which means shifts back and forward, yeah. Right hand, center, left, right, left, right, center, left, center, right, right, center, right, left, center, left, left, right, center, center, left, and right. Nice job. Come up into a kneeling position. Good. And we're just going to bring the arms up and around. Think backstroke, double arm backstroke. Adam, you're too good. You're giving me some like really good ideas. Can I steal some of those for the next round? Cool. All right. You can have Adam to thank for these. All right. Come on down to hands and knees again. Now you can do the exact same thing that we just did. Okay. The exact same thing. You just get faster at it. Or if you want to take yourself up into a plank, a full plank, you can do that. Now, if you're doing the full plank, I advise you have your feet wider so that when you do the hand thing, you're not getting this like crazy shift in the hips. Okay. That's a crazy up level for some of you wild people out there that want that. Otherwise, it's the same exact thing. Okay. We're just going to go a little faster. Are we ready? Oh, sorry. And if you're sorry, I need to give you the center option right here. The center option, Adam, I know what you were doing, but I'm going to change it to this for just for the rest of the people, but you can do what you're doing. All right. We ready? Here we go. Left, right, center, center, left, right, right, center, right, left, center, left, left, center, right, center, left, right, left, right, center, left, left, center. Good. Bring it on up. Bring it on up to high kneel or center. High kneel, low kneel. Good. Whichever version you're doing, we're just going to do side bend stretches. So we go up, side bend stretches. This is core. I call this a flush. So we just do something sort of mindless to let our brain relax. Nice job. Good. All right. So that last round, I started doing them a little quicker. I started doing them in pairs. So we're going to do now 3 at a time. So we have a game of memory as well as our coordination. All right. Ronald, I like your version too. That looks awesome. Cool. Here we go. Center, right, right. Center, left, right. Left, right, center. Left, center, right. Right, center, right. Left, center, right. Left, right, center. Center, left, right. Nice. Then go ahead and bring yourself back into that. And we're going to do rotation. Just almost like running arms or rotating back. Again, this is a flush. There's no real precise way to do it. We're just moving our body, letting our brain and nervous system rest for a moment. Yeah. Good. All right. We still have a little bit left on hands and knees. How are our wrists doing? We're doing okay? Okay. Hopefully we're taking breaks off them enough. All right. Come into hands and knees, please. Good. Right here, we're going to lift the left hand up and hover your right knee. So left hand and right knee. Go ahead and touch your hand and your knee together so they come in contact with one another. Good. And then replace. Other hand and opposite knee. And replace. Other hand and opposite knee. And replace. So we're just alternating your diagonals and creating contact between the hand and the knee. Okay. So make sure that you're touching your knee as it's coming through with the opposite hand. Yeah. Good. 2 more. And last one. Simple, right? Go ahead and sit back. We're going to make a wave with our arms. Maybe this isn't mindless, but it's kind of fun. Woo. Yep. Last one. Okay, we're going to come back into your quadruped. Make sure that you have some space in front of you. We're going to be crawling forward, but we're going to do this sort of in a slow, methodical way to start. So we have left hand, right knee, hover. Those limbs are going to come forward at the same moment and land. Right hand, left knee, hover. They come forward and land at the same moment. Yep. Other hand and knee come forward, hover and come forward. They land at the same moment. Other hand and knee come forward, land at the same moment. Okay. The idea here, again, I say is land at the same moment. So lifting and landing at the same moment. Once you run out of runway, we're going to go backwards. The same thing. They lift and land at the same moment. Lift and land at the same moment. Lift and land at the same moment. Good. Nice. And we're going to do, I guess it depends on your space, 2 laps. If you have a short space, maybe do 4 laps, like if you're just going to mat width. So leaving and landing at the same moment, leaving and landing at the same moment. Good. And of course, you can pick up your speed as long as you keep the integrity of leaving and landing at the same moment. Good. Nice job. Come into a kneeling position when you finish your assignment. Yep. And so you can be low kneeling on your heels or high kneeling. And we're going to start a rotation. If you are still working on your crawling, please do that. Finish it up for yourself and join us when you're ready. We're going to pull back a bow and arrow. Keep reaching forward with the front fist as you reach back with the back wrist, back elbow. There you go. And we're going to keep our eyes facing forward. Go ahead and punch it back through. One hand reaches forward as the other elbow goes back. Keep your eye gaze forward. Yep. And switch. Pull and switch. Pull and push. That's it. Pull and push. Nice. Pull and push. Pull and push. Last two. And one more time. Great. Nice work. Last set of hands and knees. I promise. Turn yourself so you have a runway that's out to the side. All right. We're going to start with the hands close together and the knees further apart. Left. Ooh. So the hands close together and the knees further apart. If you are traveling left, you're going to start with the left hand. If you're traveling right, you're going to start with the right hand. Okay. So lift whatever hand you're starting with and the opposite leg. Step out to the side. So now the knees are going to get close together and the hands will be far apart. Opposite hand and knee lifts at the same time. They step out and land at the same time. Leave and land. Leave and land. At any given moment, you have the knees or the hands close together. Try not to let your hands get ahead of your legs. Good. You're going to go obviously all the way to end on one side and then all the way back. Opposite hand and knee, leaving and landing at the same time. Good. I'm going to do about 2 laps. Laps. It would be 4 lengths. Does anyone know the answer to that? Laps versus length? There's got to be a swimmer out there somewhere. Good. Focus on leaving and landing at the same time, opposite hand and knee. Yeah. Moving at a pace that makes sense for you to stay focused on the assignment. Yeah, lateral crawling. It's funny, right? Nice job, Leslie. Good. Great job. All righty. Once you've gotten back to your center position, we're going to do just a fancy transition to come onto your bum, pulling from last month. So right here, you're going to take your left 1 foot forward. I shouldn't micromanage you. Pick a side. That same hand is going to come onto your knee. Now notice the amount of space I have between here with my 3 points of contact. I've got a big window from my hand and my foot. This back leg is going to slide through. Yep. Yeah, nice. And then slide your legs forward. Good job, everyone. Go ahead and lay on your back. We're going to finish with that meditation, that quiet reflection that we always finish class with. Go ahead and find a comfortable position. You can have your legs out straight or your knees bent. You can be laying on your side if you'd like. You could be sitting as well, but I do want you to be comfortable, something where you feel the earth supporting you and you don't have to work so hard to be in that posture. And reflect back on that last 50 minutes of class. We transition from one thing to the next pretty quick, which is kind of the point, right? It's like keep our body and our brains moving, switching gears, having to do lots of different tasks in a short amount of time. Sounding familiar with the season. Keeping our brain sharp and reflexive, and our body reflexive with that. Think of one activity that we did today that was interesting for whatever reason. maybe it was really hard or new, or you'd like to incorporate it in your daily routine. And maybe one thing that you're excited to share with someone else that maybe isn't joining us, Parkinson's or not, you know, hey, I learned this cool exercise for keeping your brain sharp. Here's how it goes. How would you teach that to someone? I'm going to go for one more minute here with just really quiet reflection. So I'm going to stop talking just to let all of the information that you learned in the last hour transition into a more permanent place in your brain. We're going to do a quick breathing exercise where we take 2 sniffs in through the nose and then a really long exhale through the mouth. So it'll go something like this. Here we go. And you're all on mute, so you can make that noise and no one will judge you. Here we go. Sniff, sniff, exhale through the mouth, really long. Last one. Excellent work. Go ahead and roll off to the side and slowly push yourself up to a seated position. Excellent work. I'm going to turn off the recording. So if anyone has anything they want to share or talk about, we can open the floor.